So, hi everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for today May webinar, Setting Realistic Goals for Hospitality Programs Abroad with RMC. So, my name is Videla, and I'll be your host for today. So, I'll be guiding the session, covering some parts of today's discussion, and also chatting with our guest speaker, Bim Bim, who will sharing valuable insights and practical information throughout the webinar. So, hi Bim Bim, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. A little bit nervous because I didn't imagine that a lot of you guys will join today. But yeah, I happy to talk regarding to the topic that we already set for today. So I hope you guys enjoy our section as well.
Okay, thank you so much for having me, Big Bim. So, for those who may be new to us, RMC Asia is a Bangkok-based organization specializing in hospitality and tourism and offering like cultural exchange programs across Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. So we work closely with international hotels and resorts to provide opportunities for students, for graduates, and young professionals to gain global industry exposure and professional experience abroad. Today, we'll be talking honestly about what participants should realistically expect, like from placements and interviews to like financial preparation, mindset, and adjusting to life abroad. And with that said, let's jump into our first topic. Before we talk about expectations and preparations, I think it's important to first understand the types of programs that RMC Asia actually offers, because each program is designed for different backgrounds, experience level, and career goals. At RMC Asia, we mainly offer three program categories within the hospitality and tourism industry. The first one is Hospitality and Business Internship Program. So this program is mainly designed for enrolled students or recent graduates who want to gain practical international experience and then strengthen their CV and develop professional skills before entering the global workforce. And it's a great option for candidates who may still be early in their career journey, but want real exposure inside international hotels and resorts. And then the second one here is Management Training Program. So this is more advanced and intended for candidates who already have prior hospitality experience and want to develop supervisory or leadership level skills. So instead of focusing only on operational exposure, this program is more about professional growth, leadership development, decision making, and preparing participants for future managerial positions. So usually candidates for this pathway already have some relevant industry experience and stronger English communication skills. And then last one is contractual position. These are full-time hospitality roles with longer agreements. So this option is ideal for candidates who already have solid hospitality experience and are looking for long-term international career opportunities. And in addition, those programs, we also have something called the Dual Pathway Program, which allows participants to experience two different destinations under one continuous journey without needing to return home in between. So for people who really want broader international exposure, this can be a very exciting option. Now, in terms of destinations, so RMC Asia currently offers opportunities across many tourism and hospitality hubs in Asia and in the Middle East and Europe. Some of our main destinations include Thailand, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Portugal, Maldives. We have United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, and we also occasionally open special project opportunities in destinations like Indonesia, Maldives, Japan, and Saudi Arabia, depending on recruitment demand and host availability. So each destination offers different lifestyles, cultures, hotel concepts, and working environments, which is why throughout the process, we always try to help candidates find opportunities that match both their background and their personal growth. And now that everyone has a better understanding of what program themselves, so let's move into something people are usually very curious about, the actual placement process and what makes candidates should realistically expect after they apply for our program. Bim Bim, one thing we often notice is that many applicants expect placements to happen very quickly right after they apply. So, realistically speaking, how long does the placement process usually take?
All right, I might say from my side that working closely with the hotel. So first of all, I might say it will take around 2 to 3 months after you apply with RMC Asia. Why it takes 2 to 3 months? Because it also depends on the season as well. Well, if it in the hiring season, then a lot of hotel might looking for an intern, right? So it might be very quick, but right now it's low season, so it might be slower than you expect. So I might say it's around 2 to 3 months. It depends on the season.
And I think that's something really important to understand early on. Sometimes people compare the process to regular job application where results come very fast. But international placements involve many moving parts, like matching the profiles, hotel availability, the interview itself, and internal hiring timelines from the host organization as well, right?
Right, and also documentation and everything also take time. So yeah, I might say it's around 2 to 3 months for the whole process.
Okay, thank you, Bim Bim. And another thing applicants often ask is about interviews. So some people worry that if they only get one interview invitation, it means something is wrong with their application, right? So realistically, how many interviews should participants expect during the program?
Wow, I might say in one hotel, you should expect like at least two interview for one hotel. Like sometimes they might ask you just only for one interview from the hotel, but some hotel they prefer two times of the interview because in with the HR and another time with the head of department. So I think at least you will get two interviews.
That honestly helps set more realistic expectations because every hotel has different recruitment styles and some move very quickly while others have multiple interview stages or longer internal approval process. Thank you, Bim Bim. That's a very clear information. Say someone receive an offer, but I can say they feel unsure about accepting it. So what would you say are considered reasonable reasons to decline an offer?
I might say this one is really difficult as well. So, but on my perspective, I would like you to consider it really deeply before you decline the offer, because as I said, it depends on the season as well when you're working on the hotel industry, right? So if you want to decline the offer, first of all, it might be like maybe it's unmet with your academic or visa requirement or personal circumstance. So, but in the end of the day, I want you to consider very deeply about the hotel. Or if you want to decline the opportunity, I think it's better to decline in the beginning, like before you interview with the hotel. Why? Because like it also affect the relationship with the hotel as well. Like after you interview with the hotel and then you feel like I didn't like the offer. So actually we will tell you about the offer before you have an interview as well. So you can feel free to decline the interview before you have the offer from the hotel.
I think that's why we always encourage the applicants or candidates to think carefully about their preferences, about their flexibility and goals earlier in the process as well. Because declining too many offers without strong reasons can sometimes affect future matching opportunities too. So we have to be like more careful. Let's talk a little about financial expectations and support, because this is definitely one of the biggest topics like applicants ask about, right? So
Yes.
from the RMC Asia side, what support and benefits are usually provided to participants throughout the process?
First of all, we matching your profile with the hotel, right? And we have a preparation before you have an interview with the hotel. And then we also support you throughout the program. Like once you accept the offers, we also give you a guideline as well. Like give you how to say, helping you to collect the document and visa support as well. So IMC Asia will provide this kind of stuff for you.
Perfect to hear. And honestly, I think many people don't realize how much coordination actually happens behind the scenes throughout the process. So, from matching and interviews to documentation and communication with the hotels.
Mhm.
And from the host organization itself, what benefits are candidates usually provided during their programs abroad?
All right. So first of all, it depends on the hotel as well. I might say that, but most of the time, the hotel will provide a monthly allowance. They will provide accommodation. If they not provide accommodation, then they might have a budget for the housing for you as well. So they also provide on-duty meal. It's mean that when you go work, you have a meal at work as well. So you don't need to pay another extra for the food as well. They also provide uniform and also other benefits that is depend on the hotel as well, that they might have some support. It depend on the hotel, but yeah, the main benefit that host organization support, it will be accommodation, monthly allowance, and also on duty meal and uniform.
Of course, every hotel and destination may offer slightly different package, but generally participants do receive operational support that helps them manage daily life during the program.
Right.
Even with allowance and benefits provided, why we still always encourage participants to prepare financially before departure. According to you, Bim Bim, why is financial preparation still very important?
Yes, this one is also very, very highlight question as well, because I do want the applicant to prepare everything before go to abroad, because it's very, very important. During the first month, you didn't get your monthly allowance so you might have to get some pocket money for the first month before you get the monthly allowance as well. And also, I think the pocket money, when you have it will be more safe in your side as well, to have pocket money to buy your own expenses as well.
And here, can you please explain what common expenses for candidates to prepare for?
All right, this one is also very important. So what the financial prepare that I want everyone to prepare before you doing internship abroad, it is first of all, for the visa, for the flight ticket as well, and also for the insurance, and for transportation, also for emergency funds as well, because something can happen in case you running out of cash. So you might have some pocket money before you have first monthly allowance. So better to prepare the financial before you come.
And exactly, I think sometimes people misunderstand the purpose of these programs and assume the allowance is meant for saving large amounts of money immediately. But when actually the main goal is international exposure, learning the experience, and career development. Yeah.
Right.
And I think all clear with that. And now, aside from placements and finance, I think mental preparation is equally important, because living abroad independently can be exciting but also challenging at times. So how can participants mentally prepare themselves before going abroad, Bindin?
This one, I also facing it myself as well. When I was young, I also have a chance to live abroad before alone, and I feel like sometimes it's really hard to get through that. So before you go into abroad, you have to prepare your mentality before you come, that okay, I come here, let's say you come to Thailand for do internship, so you might have to know a little bit about Thailand, about their culture, about their language as well, to kind of not overwhelm yourself as well, and also be open-minded before you go, so you can learn about their culture, about their language, about their food and everything. So just be prepared for the thing ahead as well, and also be open to talk to people. You know what I mean, right? If you just stuck, if you just stuck yourself inside of the hotel after work, you didn't talk to anyone, of course you will have homesick, you will have like you will sad, you will have depression. So just make sure that when you come to abroad and you make friends, you talk to them, you have a culture exchange, that will be more excited for you in the program as well.
Yeah, totally agree. And honestly, I think that emotional preparation is something many people overlook in the beginning because they focus so much on the excitement of traveling abroad. But
Right,
yeah,
right,
mentally prepare is super important, guys. Okay,
right.
and once like participants are already abroad, there can also be moments where they feel pressured, feel lonely, homesick is very normal, right? Or like
Mm-hmm.
overwhelmed by unexpected situation, I can say. So, according to you, what advice would you give for handling those kind of challenges?
All right. So first of all, if you feel like that kind of feeling happened to you and you have no one to talk to, make sure you come back to IMC Asia stuff. Like you can talk to us as well, what's going on, and also you can connect with your family, your friends as well. But if you feel like you cannot talk to everyone, of course you can come back to us and talk to us as well. We will be here and listen to you as well, and we can help you throughout the process as well, like how to help you get better, how to motivate you as well. So as I said, we will be with you until end of the program. So if you struggle in some point, just get back to us and be open, talk to other people, talk to friends, trying to do some different activity as well, so that will help for that kind of feeling that might happen.
Yeah, I really like that point because adjusting abroad is a process, not something that happens overnight. And usually, the participants who grow the most are the ones who stay open minded, communicate well, and allow themselves time to adapt little by little. And like
Right.
what we've been mentioned, we always here to support you guys, like from placement until the program is finished. So it doesn't mean when you place in the hotel, we leave you. It's not like that. So we always
Yeah.
support you. If you have
Right.
anything to ask, yeah, if you have anything to ask or just like chatting or like inform us, just contact us directly. So
Yes,
no need to
we will
worry.
be we will be very happy as well after you get your payment and get back to us and tell us what's going on in your process as well. We are also curious and would like to know how you learning about your training program, how it's going in your size. We are happy to hear that kind of thing as well. So maybe sometime we might be super busy and we didn't chat back to you. So but at least we also looking for your message to say, hey, I'm doing fine or I'm adapting at this point. Just get back to us in every time that you feel like you struggle, because we are here for you as well.
We're very excited to hear the story from you guys. Okay. So thank you so much, Bim Bim, for all of the information and tips from you to make the most of the program itself in abroad. So, all right, everyone. We have now reached the Q&A session. Oh my God, so interesting. And if you have any questions about the programs, about the destinations, the placements, or how's life abroad in general, feel free to send the question in the chat box, or you can just raise your hand, unmute, and ask us directly, and we will do our best to answer them. Maybe I can start with one common question we often receive. Maybe after that, we have like many registrants here that want to ask a question. My question is, so can participants secure a full-time job after completing the program? And if that happens, is there any additional fee that involved?
And I also receive a lot of questions like that as well. So first of all, it depends on the hotel vacancy. After you complete your internship program, if the hotel they have like a valuable vacancy, they might absorb you as full time as well. But if not, then you might have to apply another program with us, like the second program. But regarding to the fee, in case that you got absorbed at a full time from the hotel side, so you don't need to pay any program fee with us anymore.
Ah, interesting. And yeah, we do receive like a lot of updates from our participants that they got absorbed to full-time position, and it's super interesting to hear. And I
Right.
think something very encouraging for many participants to hear, because for a lot of people, these programs become not only a short-term experience, but also a potential way for long-term international career growth. So thank you so much, Bim Bim, to clarify this. We receive a question here from Desiree Mirano. So what is the star rating or classification of the hotel or establishment where we will be interning? So Bim Bim, according to you, probably you're the best fit to explain what star we work with.
To the hotel, we work with like 4-5 star hotel mostly. Yeah, most of the time will be 4 to 5 star that they are looking for international trainee. I mean, from all around the world. I have like worked just only with 4-star and 5-star hotel.
And yeah, like what Bim Bim mentioned, we only work with 4 to 5-star brand hotels and resorts. So you can make the most of your experience in there, and we always make sure that we check directly to the host organization to make sure that you're like doing the most of the things or the most of your experience there. So I hope it answered your question, Desiree. If you have any other, just type it in the chat box or you can just unmute. Here we also received another question, Bim Bim, from Jason. So I am interested in the internship for culinary in Portugal, Europe. So how do I go on about it? Because I sent it an application and still no word. Okay, maybe I can just answer this directly, Bim Bim. So
sure.
We do have some kitchen opportunities in Portugal, and just to give you some heads up, Portugal is always our new destination in RMC Asia. So if you're interested to the program, you can just send your updated resume to apply at rmcasia.org, and I believe you already sent your application. And typically the process itself takes 1 to 2 days of working days. So once you send your resume to us, our recruitment team will immediately check your resume within 1 to 2 days. And if you are eligible to the program and to the destination, we will contact you directly via email. So if you are not receiving any updates in, like I can say, in 4 days, so we can say that you are haven't eligible to apply to the program. From Ashley, how does one start the application and how much does the stipend start from? For the application, I believe I already explained it to you. Just feel free to send your application either from our website directly or just send it through the email, or maybe I can go to the next slide here. And for apply, you can send your resume at apply@rmcasia.org. I tap it on the chat box. And yeah, we will receive 1 to 2 days working days, and we'll get back to you if you are eligible. And from stipend itself, which is allowance. So I think this is, you can take care of, Bim Bim. Maybe you can explain how much the range.
So yeah, it will be around 300 to 500 USD. It depends on the country and also depend on the hotel as well. But I might say the range is something like this, like 300 to 500 USD.
Yeah, and it can be more, but depending on the host organization and the benefits they offer.
Right.
All right, thank you for the question, Ashley. And next one from Lex Flores. I would like to ask on what is a good estimate for how much pocket money we should prepare. So Bimim, do you think this is something you can cover up?
Yeah, sure. But this question I might say is depend on the destination that you would like to go as well. Let's say if you would like to come to Thailand, I think including everything, the flight ticket, visa process and everything, I would say you should prepare around 800 to 1,000 USD. Yeah.
And it's super important to prepare that for your first month there, because you should like cover some of the needs of like personal needs like insurance or something during your first month abroad. But for the rest, after like first month of the experience, sometimes the host organization itself will cover it.
Right.
And we receive another one from Kimberly. So, what happens if an employer or host company terminates an intern in the middle of the internship? Does RMC Asia help the intern find another hotel or placement?
It depends on the lesson of why they terminate the candidate as well. Let's say if like the situation in the Middle East country, it might be considered to how to say, we might consider to find other option for you. But if they terminate you by your behavior, then you might have to apply the second program with us to find other placement. Yeah.
Thank you, Bim Bim. I think that's a very clear information, and I hope it answers your question, Kimberly. Coming from Ashley, so what are the qualifications so that one can be eligible? For general requirements, first thing, you have to physically fit and healthy, and then you are a well-groomed and pleasant personality fit for the hotel industry. And then the most important thing, if you are applying for our hospitality and business internship and management training program, you must able to obtain a reference letter. And then the next one will be no drug used and clean criminal record. But for the specific program itself, let's just take an example for one of our program, which is a hospitality and business internship. For the eligibility requirements for that program, you have to the maximum applications is like up to 35 years old. And then for hospitality, you have to be like either enrolled students from vocational college or university, and all majors may be accepted. It's in case by case basis. And if you are graduates, it should be like maximum 2 years. So you have to be like recent graduates to apply the internship program. And then, the reference letter still must be obtained, and you need to be like having a conversational English skills. So it actually depends on each programs. Hope that answered your question, Ashley. But if you have any other like personalized questions or want to clarify more, you can reach out to us. You can check our email in here in the screen, info@rmcasia.org, because we have like a limited time in here in webinar. So I suggest you to ask directly through email, so we can just get back to you with all of the information. Question from Catherine. If an applicant passed the first and second interview with the host company, will it proceed to visa application? So Bim Bim, I think you're the best answering this.
Yes, and I think I talked to Kathleen before, and I want to say hi to you from here as well. So yeah, to answer your question, so first of all, after you get selected, so you let me clarify this way. You will have interview with the hotel 1 or 2 times, right? As I mentioned. And then after the second interview, if you got selected from the hotel, then RMC Asia will send you an offer package to see what is provided from the hotel. If you like the offer, then you can sign confirmation letter and send back to us. And after that, we will process visa with you. So we will we will collect your document. We will share document from the hotel that you might need for your visa application provided to you as well. So I think that might clarify your question, Catherine.
We received another 2 questions, like from Ashley, culinary to be specific. So Ashley, actually, we don't have like a very specific requirements for each department. Like I've mentioned, it's just like a general requirements at first. So after you pass the first screening, which is from our side, we will invite you for like a virtual discussion to inquire more about your preferences, about your like experience, something like that, about your background. And after that, for culinary specific requirements, we leave it to the host company itself. from Desiree, what is the average amount or range of allowance given? I am asking this in case I am the one to provide so I can prepare my budget properly.
Already mentioned, it depends on the destination that you will go as well. But yeah, the range of the monthly allowance will start from 300 to 500 USD. It depends on destination. But as I said, they will provide other benefits for you as well, such as accommodation, transportation, airport pickup, something like that. So I think between that budget that hotel provided, you can leave. I mean, like, it's manageable to leave aboard. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Bim Bim, and I hope that answered the question, Desiree. And everyone, so I think that brings us to the end of today's webinar because we already reached our time. So thank you again, Bim Bim, for sharing all of those valuable insights with us today. Oh, we received a lot of love here, love emoji.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. We received so much love here.
Yeah, so if you'd like to explore programs or start your own journey with RMC Asia, feel free to visit our website at www.rmcasia.org or just scan the barcode here in the screen. And if you already have been in contact with one of our team members, feel free to continue reaching out to them. But if you're completely new to RMC Asia and have any questions afterward, you can just contact us through info@rmcasia.org. So we will always love to receive your questions and clarify and send all of the details to you guys. And also don't forget that today's webinar recording will be sent to the email you used during registration, so you will be able to revisit the session anytime later on. So thank you once again, everyone. Stay safe.
Thank you.
And hopefully we will see you in a future webinars or maybe even as a part of our program.